They say Hollywood hides its darkest stories behind perfect smiles and shining lights. But few know the strange, unpredictable path that led Oscar Isaac to fame. Before he was a star, he was rejected, expelled, and nearly lost everything. Yet somehow he turned every failure into something powerful. What happened that transformed a rebellious boy into one of the most mysterious and respected actors alive? The truth behind Oscar Isaac's rise is not what you think. And once you hear it, you will never look at him the same way again. There's something about Oscar Isaac that feels different. Maybe it's the quiet intensity in his eyes, or the way he disappears into every role he takes. But his story is not the glamorous Hollywood fairy tale people imagine. Behind that calm, mysterious smile lies a journey filled with rejection, loss, and resilience. So, how did a boy born in Guatemala become one of the most compelling actors of his generation? Oscar Isaac Hernandez Estrada was born in Guatemala City, but his family moved to the United States when he was a baby. Growing up in Florida, he often felt catch between worlds, too American to be Guatemalan, too Guatemalan to be American. He was restless, rebellious, even expelled once. But beneath that chaos was a spark for creativity he did not yet understand. He found his first outlet in music, playing guitar, writing songs, and performing in small bands. Oscar thought music would be his future, but the industry can be brutal, and one night after a failed gig, he took a chance and auditioned for a local play. No experience, no plan, just instinct. When he stepped on stage, something clicked. It felt right, almost inevitable. That single decision changed everything. He applied to Juilliard, one of the toughest acting school in the world, and somehow got in. But Juilliard was not easy. Oscar often doubted himself, surrounded by people who seemed more talented, more confident. Yet he refused to give up. He studied harder than ever, learning how to express emotion not through big gestures, but through silence and control. By the time he graduated, he was not just an actor, he was an artist. Hollywood did not welcome him immediately. He played tiny, forgettable roles, often told he was too ambiguous, not fitting any label. But Oscar did not try to change. He embarrassed the very thing others saw as a weakness, his depth, his mastery. That's what led him to his breakthrough in Inside Llewyn Davis, playing a struggling musician chasing success that never comes. Oscar poured his real life pain into the role. It was raw, real, and unforgettable. Suddenly, everyone wanted to know who this man was. From there, he became unstoppable. A pilot in Star Wars, a genius in Ex Machina, a leader in Dune. Every role felt completely different, yet uniquely his. He could shift from tenderness to maniac in a single glance, leaving audiences breathless. Yet fame was never his goal. While others chased attention, Oscar stayed private and grounded. He rarely shared personal details, focusing instead on art and humanity. That quiet mastery only made people more curious. You can feel that there's something deeper in him, something real that cannot be faked. Even after success, Oscar still carries that old feeling of not fully belonging. Maybe that's why his performances hit so hard. Each one feels like a reflection of his own search for identity, a mirror to our own desire to be seen and understood. His story is not about luck, it's about persistence. From a rebellious kid to a Juilliard graduate, from struggling musician to one of the most respected actors alive. Oscar Isaac's journey is proof that authenticity is stronger than imagine. He reminds us that success is not about fitting in, it's about standing out. And yet it feels like he is still just getting started. Every new role digs deeper, revealing another side of him with Oscar. There's always something hidden, something you cannot quite predict. And that's what keeps audiences waiting. Because in a world full of stars chasing fame, Oscar Isaac stands apart. He does not just act, he transforms. And that's why, whenever he's on screen, you cannot look away. In the end, greatness is not about perfection, it's about truth. And Oscar Isaac, he's the proof that being real is what makes you unforgettable.